beautiful Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for the end of April right through the end of May 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Pisces, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. The first deck is going to be your overarching energy, and the second deck will be a Celtic cross, just to see who is coming in your way. So let us see what's going on there for you. Let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to know regarding their love life? What are they meant to see for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? They want me to go one more, so I'll get that card for you. One moment, please. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. You asked for one more. Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? What are they meant to see? What are they meant to see? Oh, okay. That one definitely wanted to come out there. So it's very positive. I definitely see a period of I feel like there's a sensual connection coming on in towards you. I also feel that one of the lessons you are meant to learn in love is to look at the sacrifices you make for people. You tend to be an overgiver is what they're showing me straight away. You've got the cross energy there. Now that tends to mean that there is some sort of obstacle you've had in love. Now it could be that there was a connection that you had that did not go in your favor. One that perhaps you were misaligned with someone is what they're giving me. They're giving me the word misaligned. I never really use that word, so it's very precise. This could be down to belief systems. I mean, love, there are no boundaries, there are no borders. When you're in love with someone, you're in love. But there may have been a case of, you know, the right person, just the right, it's like the right person, the wrong time, or it could be that you and this person, you're misaligned, but you may be stepping away from that energy and moving into finding someone new. Okay, I will clarify that energy in a moment. With your protagonist energy, we've got the sun here, which indicates you're trying to be really positive about your love life. And you may have felt after a period of time of reflecting on your love life, now you're putting a little bit more energy and attention towards it. I feel like you have gone through a deep period of self-reflection and you've had a major awakening. And this is due to a previous experience that may not have gone in your favor. Now, the sun indicates more energy, more vitality, and really searching for direction in your love life. You may have felt, let me just pull a card on it, because they keep showing me, no matter the cards you got, they keep highlighting the cross towards me, okay? And we will get to that in a moment. It's almost like they're trying to tell me that the cross is in the wrong place there. Let me just see. Thanks so much. Can you please guide me? The death card. It's to do with something that ended. Okay, they really want you to look at this. You're stepping into new energy. You're actually breaking old habits, and you're not going to repeat a cycle with anybody, or you're not going to repeat a lesson. I feel like all lessons have been closed now. You're getting closure on that. The death card. Now this is not going to resonate for everyone. Okay, I just want you to be aware of this. There's a small percentage of Pisceans here. I would almost say like 18% energy that I've got coming through. There may be some Pisces out there who was in love with someone, but they've passed on. And that person that passed on, they loved you dearly, and vice versa. And I feel no one will ever replace that person, but it's almost like you're being given the go-ahead to move forward for your happiness, okay? So that's what's coming through there as well. They just want you to be happy, okay? So that's, as I said, that's not going to resonate with everyone, and it's only if you've come to this reading and there's someone that really meant a lot to you, you're in a commitment with that person, and they've passed over. They're just, I don't see it happening in the future, so I don't want anyone to worry. I see it's something that's already happened, okay? So if you have been finding it difficult to move on, you will know when the right time is. Give yourself that time to get closure, to heal. You know, there's no time frame. It's only when you feel ready. So I want you to be aware of that. The Death card symbolizes new life as well. It does mean that when something closes, it doesn't mean it's completely over. It means it's transforming into something other. So it means there's change here, and you could be making space for new energy in your life, but only when you feel it's right. Okay, so that's, again, it's not going to resonate for everyone. I'm only getting, as I said, a small portion, around about 18% energy of a Pisces out there who has lost someone, and it's almost like that person, you know, they were your world and they're already on a pedestal. No one can ever replace that person, and I don't see a new person replacing that person. I do see you opening yourself up to new love. It's going to be different. Okay, equally rewarding, but it's going to be different. So I just want you to be aware of that. Now I'm going to move on for those other Pisces who have not had that experience, who are trying to be really, really positive to move into a new relationship. Again, the Death card symbolizes change and transformation, that you have been going through some major decluttering in your life. You're cutting out negative situations. Some of you may be actually looking at your own personal growth, where you're looking at your exercise routines, healthcare, diet, sleeping patterns, things like that, where you're trying to build a more healthier approach to yourself, and it sort of filters out in the rest of your world, including your love life. I definitely see that you're going to be noticed by people, and you're in a very high state of attraction right now. The Sun card is a Leo energy. It's a very positive energy of shining your wonderful light, and it does indicate that, yes, you have gone through perhaps a period of sadness or a period of difficulty trying to find love, but now I do see you trying to be a little bit more optimistic and leaving confusion behind when it comes to your love life. The Sun card indicates success in any area that you focus on, but it does require your attention. It's number 31 in this deck. When you reduce it, 3 plus 1 equals 4. So this indicates that you're looking for a solid relationship, one that is grounded, one that you can rely on, something that is stable, that lasts for the long term. Now we do have the ring here. It's in the resistance position. So some of you may have had a high level commitment in the past that did not go the way you'd hoped for. There was a deep bond between you and that person, and you may have been going through a separation period, or you have already got that, and you're trying to get closure on that situation. Now, some of you, of course, you don't want to revisit that past situation, but you may find that some things have influenced the way that you experience love or open up to love as you move forward, or past that. It may influence the way you operate in love. I do feel like that there's a high level commitment coming on in here, but it hasn't shown up for you for a while. You may have also been connected to people who are emotionally not able to sustain a long-term relationship. So you may have noticed that you've met people who have run from responsibility or not taken accountability for their actions, but that's all about to change. Okay, so there's definitely a more positive time when it comes to love coming on in here for you. The ring in this position, it's like I got it in the reverse. So right now you're not in a commitment. Some of you may have even thought it would be nice to meet someone, but you're not sure whether you want marriage, or you're not sure if you want to have a long-term thing. I mean, I do see that you want stability, and I do feel like you want longevity in your relationship, but some of you may have been questioning the institution of marriage or the conventional way that relationships are run. So you may be looking at like keeping your independence, maybe having a relationship where you both have your own life very, very separate, and you come together in union when you want. I just feel, and this is not going to resonate for everyone, I feel some of you have been questioning the institution or tradition of what is expected of a relationship. I do feel that you are actually going to meet someone who wants to settle down, who wants to have a long-term thing with you, okay? This does mean that this, by the end of May, turns into the upright, which means there is a loyal relationship on the horizon for you, something that's very loving, passionate, and kind. This card is literally like a partnership, okay? Someone who will actually, who desires to exchange vows with you is what I'm getting coming through here. So I feel like there's a deep bond between you and someone new that is on the horizon. Now, we do have the cross. It's in the outcome position. So this can mean that some of you have got a lot on right now. You are overburdened with things that you have to do. You may be doing a lot of multitasking, a lot of juggling things around in your life. So it does kind of indicate that you must try to make space or time for love. But at the same time, the cross can mean that you have been learning a very hard lesson on where you overgive in love, where you how can I put that? Yeah, it's been a little bit unbalanced, where you've given your all to a person, and whilst at the beginning they may have also given you their all at the same time, but I feel, especially towards the end of something that may have ended for you, there's an imbalance where you try to either save it, or there's just this energy of trying to make things it's like you bend over backwards in relationships. So just watch out for that. They're indicating a little bit more temperance in your relationships. Now, I feel it has been hard for you, even though you're single or in a solitary energy. I feel like it has been hard, and you are trying to find faith in love. And I feel you've been learning a little bit more about yourself. And sometimes we are meant to keep our distance from love in order to go through a deep period of personal development or connect to our true life's mission. For you, I feel it is to develop your inner knowing is what I'm seeing here, because they're really showing me the Hermit energy. So I feel this is about you trusting your intuition, maturing. I mean, for some of you, it may be your true life's purpose, but the majority energy I've got here is to trust your inner knowing, to be inspired and creative and really connect to things that make you happy. So I'm just going to pull one more card regarding that cross energy for you before I move forward. Can you please clarify that cross energy for my beautiful Pisceans? What do they need to know? We have the Eight of Wands. It's in the upright. So this is someone who's going to be very, very devoted to you. This is new energy. Eight of Wands indicates you're going to be having someone coming in quite quickly. This is a rush of movement in your love life. This also indicates being in the flow. Some of you may go on a spiritual retreat, or you've got one booked or planned, or you could have a spiritual experience at an event. They're actually showing me a wristband right now in the water. I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. Wristband. You know, when you go to like a festival, okay, a festival, they give you those wristbands so you can re-enter, okay, things like that. I mean, I can't see what it's to do with, but you may actually be invited to something where you have to wear a wristband. I mean, back in my day, sometimes you get a stamp going to a club, or, you know, a wristband, so it may be that. Could be like a festival, music festival, or a creative event where you have to wear this thing. So I can't really imagine what else it could be to do with, but I definitely see an event. It could be something you're invited to or something you've been booked on. But the Eight of Wands indicates travel, okay, and movement, and things gathering momentum, things, you know, transforming for you on a quite quick level. I definitely see that you're adventuring into new love. You're going to feel energized. They're giving me the word energized in the water. To get yourself out there, whether that's in terms of a new hobby or to a festival or whatever that is, or, you know, a spiritual retreat. I mean, it could literally mean that your person that's coming on in, the new person you're about to meet, it could mean that they are an event planner, or you are, because it's like an event. Yeah, and with the, I keep seeing the wristband, so I don't know what that is to do with. I'm just giving it to you because I can see it, so please apply it to your situation. It may mean nothing to you right now, but in the next 6 weeks, you could be like, OMG, I just went to an event and they gave me a wristband. So it could even just signal that you're about to meet someone new. even whether it's at that event or even if it's just after that event. And they keep giving me the word creativity right now as well. I mean, that's interesting because I've got the Lily card, which in the Lenormand deck means to be creative, but it's also an indication of wisdom, of maturing, making better decisions when it comes to love. It also indicates a long process. Now, when you get the Lily and it's to do with love, some of you, if you have someone very dear to you on the other side who has passed, whether you're in a love relationship with them or not, they're actually guiding you towards someone new. Someone who's good for you is what they're giving me. I do feel someone that you're meeting is very experienced in life. This new person is very experienced. They're a very sensual person. Now, you may share the same beliefs or the same heritage is what they're showing me as well. But ultimately, I feel the exchange of energy, you're both looking in the same direction as to what you want in life. So I feel if those aspects are important to you, then of course they're important to you and you will embrace that. But if they're not important to you, I feel it's more that you're both looking in the same direction in life. This person is very creative as well. And this person, it's a very healthy relationship. And they treat you really well, this person. I mean, of course, every relationship should treat you really well, but unfortunately we know that life does not work that way. You could meet this person at a very creative event or in an event that is held where creatives gather, okay? Now, all humans are creative. So even if you work in an office number crunching, I mean, you could go to a gallery or there could be an event where your work, books for you to be, and it, used to be a place where artists used to frequent. So I just get a sense of there is creative energy wherever you meet this new person. But we'll go a little bit deeper now with the reading by doing a Celtic cross. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for the highest good? What are they meant to see? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much. It's so interesting. The water elements, they tend to have a wheel of fortune. Okay. Now, Cancerian, I just did their reading and they had the wheel of fortune in the same position. So destiny and fate are intervening to bring you new love. This is a destined relationship that's coming on in for you. Okay. We do have the Eight of Wands there again for the second time. We got the Lovers card. So you are actually headed in the right direction to meet someone new. But with the Tower energy, I can see that some of you beautiful Pisces out there, you may have had a shock. Okay, you may have had shock in a situation. Now, of course, for those of you who've lost someone who was very dear to you, that would have been a shock, absolutely. And it has taken you some time to reconcile that and even think about new love. And, take the time you need. Whenever you feel it's the right time, it's the right time. Some of you may have gone through a breakup or a separation from someone else and it has shocked or surprised you. But I'm just going to connect a little bit more. I mean, you got the Death card again, so that means change, transformation. So the outcome indicates a loving relationship that will change you. You're opening a new door, shall we say. Now, let's get straight to the very beginning, the Tower. Now, the Tower, of course, can represent upheaval. So some of you may feel that your love life is very unsettled. You may feel that everything is stagnant. The Tower kind of represents a prison-type energy where you feel you're going round and round in circles and nothing ever changes. You may feel a little bit isolated with the Tower energy. It can feel right now that you can't see how love is going to come in your direction. But there may have been some obstacles and some delays. And it's been a bit difficult. Your love life is stalled. But when you get the Tower, it represents liberation out of a stuck situation. Normally on the Tower, especially the Rider-Waite Tarot, two figures, they leap into the unknown. They're willing to take that leap of faith because if they stay where they're at, they're just going to go round and round in circles and feel very stifled and stuck in their energy. Sometimes the universe comes along and makes us feel so uncomfortable in a situation that we can only do one thing, and that is change. And you've got the Death card, which symbolizes a transformation. A change is necessary. So if you feel like you're in a repetitive cycle or you always do the same things and you always get the same outcome, the universe is indicating it's time for change. Step outside of your comfort zone. That is where you will find love. Now, that could mean that Well, because it's your starting position, I feel you are implementing major changes in your world. It does indicate that you're decluttering and revamping your life in general. So you may suddenly decide to have a vision, or you may suddenly have a vision that you're like, you know what, I've always wanted to go. And bizarrely, it coincides with an image they're showing me in the water. This is not going to resonate for everyone, but they're giving it to me, so I will give it to you. You may suddenly decide that you want to go rock climbing. They're actually showing me like a rock climbing wall. You know, when you practice, they're showing me that wall. So some of you may have literally decided, I want to go out there and rock climb or learn how to. So that part may not resonate for everyone. I mean, the new person that's coming in, they may be an avid rock climber. So please take it as it resonates. But I feel like you're doing something different that is out of your everyday, whether it is a hobby, an event that perhaps normally you wouldn't go to, or some sort of travel or spiritual retreat. Some of you may even put yourself on like a group travel event with like-minded people, and suddenly you find love there. But I definitely see that you are entering some sort of group setting. The Three of Wands indicates you've waited a long time. You may have even been observing the way, situations go. So for example, you may be like keeping your eye on online dating, checking out what's out there, but you may not have found anything. And you may have been wondering, are you even on the right path to meet love? Because the Three of Wands in this position indicates that, there seems to be a delay or a setback, or you meet people who never look to the future. You meet people who just don't really seem to be vibing and heading in the same direction as you, even though they're awesome people and there is love or connection, and you're awesome and there is a connection. It just seems to fizzle out, or it just feels like they have been immature and they've not been spiritually aligned with you in the right way to take the journey of life with you. Now, the Three of Wands ultimately means there are other options coming in for you. You are on the right path. So don't worry, you haven't been left out by the universe for love. Trust your instincts. When you get the Three of Wands, it indicates you're harmonizing with your heart's desire. So decide what it is that you want. And you're actually going to meet a couple of people who are going to, I don't know, I feel there's this flirty energy, okay? But there's one person that just stands out from the rest. That's the one. You're going to know who that person is. The Lover's card in this position does tell me that you do have a choice, that you're going to attract a lot of attention. You're going to notice people noticing you, and they actually notice you a lot, but you just don't see it, okay? So keep your eyes peeled. Now, we have the Moon card here, and because we also have the Three of Swords in your current position of your advice to yourself, there's something here that has been very difficult, and some of you may have been lamenting or feeling very sad and low in your energy. I feel some of you have been going through, like, I know they call it the dark night of the soul. I do feel like you've been going through a deep, deep period of unveiling emotions that perhaps needed to be dealt with. The Moon card is a very reflective energy. It's about making voluntary changes within yourself to deepen your connection with your emotions, emotional security, self-care, but also keeping the dream alive. You're not completely giving up on love, but I feel there's something here that may have haunted you from a past situation. Now, it could be the way something ended. It could have been, with the Page of Cups there, it could be, something from your childhood or your teenage years where you felt unappreciated, looked over. Some of you may have been bullied, and it may have chipped away at your confidence. There's really something here that you may have been processing on a very deep level. The Moon often is a very positive card when it comes to love, because it means right now, although you're in a period of self-reflection, the universe is orchestrating things behind the scenes, and great opportunities lie in the shadows. They're awaiting the perfect moment to be realized on the physical plane. So it's almost like the universe is lining up events or people, situations. You just have to make the decision to go to those things or put yourself in a circumstance. So it's like with the Three of Wands and the Moon, there are ample opportunities for you to get out there and meet someone, but you must take some step in your life to do it. So if you've been a homebody for quite some time, I completely understand, but maybe you might try out online dating. And if the thought of online dating makes you feel like, that's not for me, then you may see like an event in the community that really sparks your attention, or there's something creative that you really want to do or put yourself on. And this, it's like there's a very romantic relationship coming on in for you, because the moon card can indicate being very dreamy, dreaming about what you desire in life and getting lost in the romanticism of it all. But it requires action. And with the Three of Wands and the moon there, it sort of indicates there's been a period of inaction, both because there is no one out there that really sparks your attention. You may feel like there's a lack of opportunity, or you may feel that the people you've met, they just don't have that spark that you've been looking for. And also there is an indication that perhaps you need to take a little bit more initiative to put yourself out there. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you the energy that's coming through. Now in the past position, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So destiny is intervening to bring you your love, your soulmate, okay? These are opposing energies in the Celtic cross. So basically, destiny is bringing you a destined relationship. Fate intervenes to bring you your soulmate. And with this card, it does sort of indicate you're going to meet this person out of the blue. Out of the blue. Okay, so right now they're showing me, they've shown me one of these before. It's one of those slides that you see at a carnival. It's like a helter-skelter, where you go up the stairs in the center and then you come outside and you go on the slide on the outside. Now either, because there was a wristband earlier, either you're going to go to the carnival with this person or to some sort of event where it's like a fun fair. I mean, it could be an indication that you need to get out there and have fun. But the helter-skelter can be that you've experienced a chaotic dating life, or sometimes you've been in situations where you both quickly dived into a very passionate connection that was quite chaotic, but the person you're with lacked accountability or did not take responsibility for their actions. They were very chaotic in their energy. I mean, it could literally mean that you are going to see a helter-skelter in the next couple of weeks, and it means you're about to meet someone new. So please take that as it resonates. I'm not really sure of the connection. Right now, if I saw a helter-skelter and a wristband, I'd say, I'm going to a carnival, I'm going to a fun fair, or life is about to get fun, really fun. So just look out for those things. They may mean nothing, as I said, but the images come up for a reason. But this indicates you need to take a risk, come out of a comfort zone. And if you know my readings, you'll know that a tower and a Wheel of Fortune, they show up together, meaning that there is positive change when you step outside your comfort zone, okay? But Wheel of Fortune indicates that fate is intervening. There's going to be lots of meaningful coincidences. This is a lucky break. And I feel like there is a partnership. I actually feel like there's someone in spirit who's guiding you towards a really healthy relationship, because they feel it's time. Okay, it's time. Oh, now I just got poked in the back. What was that about? Let me see. I just got poked on the back. So it's almost like, it could be that someone is like pointing you in the right direction. I feel it's a very playful spirit that was like, you know what, I'm just going to encourage. I'm encouraging. So, I don't know, there's a poke on the back. If, for example, you have someone in spirit who used to like poke you in the back or draw things on your back as like a game or something, there may be someone coming through for someone there. Please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure what that's about. It could also mean that some of you, if you've been a little bit unwell or there's something in the area of your back, it was right dead center, spine they touched just now, and it was dead center of, well, just below center of my shoulders. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it there because that was very precise and that may not be resonating for everyone. Now I'm going to move on, but we've got the Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands is your potential. So there's some sort of trip or travel or taking the initiative in some area of your life. There's movement. That's what this means. Things are coming to a climax. Some of you may literally be flying to a spiritual retreat or to a holiday destination. Some of you could be taking a quick trip to meet people out of town. And I feel like these are symbols or signs to indicate that you're about to meet someone new. But this person's rushing in. Okay, it's not too far away meeting this new person is what I see here. Eight of Wands tends to mean you need to put energy towards your love life as much as you would your goals or your projects. Because remember, and I've been saying this in pretty much everybody's reading, you know, getting out there and finding love is also an act of self-care, especially if you desire to be in a high-level commitment. Now, what's coming on in? This is the near future. We got the Lover's card. So this does indicate a deep partnership between you and someone. There is a lot of love here, a lot of romance, a lot of emotional well-being. I feel unconditional love with this connection. A lot of emotional care. I feel the person you're about to meet is very thoughtful, very kind, very protective of the love as well. This person will surprise you quite a lot in your relationship. In a good way, I want you to be aware. And they've also gone through a very deep period of spiritual growth. I feel that is one of the reasons why there was a bit of a delay in your union, because this person was going through personal development and it was taking them a long time to process their path. So there was a little bit of a delay. I feel like you were ready for love, but this person that you're about to meet, they were just playing a little bit of catch up. And now, well, it's not too far away between you and this person being in a union, okay? When I hold this card, they're showing me a light bulb. A light bulb can mean that you share a lot of new ideas together, or both of you are very switched on, or you... Well, I don't really like to talk like this, but, you know, it may be that you both turn each other on right from the very beginning. Where, you know, there's a spark. Maybe that's what they mean. There's a spark between you. I mean, I can't imagine it'll be this, but maybe when you meet this person, the light bulbs start flickering. I mean, that's really Hollywood, sort of like cheese, you know, when people in movies, there's feelings that are passionate, the light bulbs start going flexing and things like that. So, I mean, that's a little bit of a joke aside, but I really, a light bulb may be relevant. This person may have if you like tattoos, they may have a tattoo of a light bulb, or maybe you do, or there may be something to do with a light bulb. So I'm just going to leave that there. But you're definitely calling in a love, a soulmate, a union. And we got Three of Swords here. So again, this is in your advice to yourself in this moment, which is to process that things are difficult, to go and heal through any suffering or wounding that you've been going through, or if you've been processing anything from childhood. Three of Swords is a card of sorrow or difficulty. And yes, things are difficult right now, especially since we went through a major pandemic. You know, dating scenes may be a little bit more difficult than usual. A lot of people are going to be hesitant. Some people not so much. Depends on which where you live right now and how you feel about the pandemic, because people are at different they're on different journeys of how they're dealing with things. But the Three of Swords can indicate that, yes, things have been difficult, but they are about to get better, because you've got the Nine of Pentacles. You've just been investing in yourself. You've been focusing on your projects. And we've got the wings there, which really indicates that you're being guided through difficulty. So I'm just going to pull a card on that Three of Swords for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide the Star for healing and the Emperor? Okay, so you're healing and maturing during this period. Some of you may have been focusing on your business or your projects. That's what the Emperor energy is. But I feel some of you, you're focusing on your success. You're doing really well in your business. If you're retired, then I definitely see that you're maturing and seeking a deeper connection to your belief system as well as to your faith. And I feel the stars are aligning to bring you a wish come true. Okay, so I definitely see that you're actually attracting a divine counterpart at this time, someone you can respect, someone who respects you, someone who wants to settle down for the future, someone who means business. They actually know what they want, and they're not going to fool you around, is what I get here as well. Now this person, they could have strong Aquarius and Aries in their chart. They could also have a little bit of Gemini, a little bit of Cancerian energy coming through, as well as Scorpio. Okay, they are grounded in Earth, so they do have Virgo, Capricorn energy in their Earth as well. So I just want you to be aware of that. But yes, you've been going through a deep period of healing. Now, these could be traumatic experiences from your childhood, or from things that you've witnessed when you were younger, parents divorcing or separating, or conflict, traumatic experiences that you may have had along your journey of life. I feel this period has been you really processing very deep emotions, and you're coming out the other side ready for love. We got the Nine of Pentacles as the external circumstances. Now, Nine of Pentacles does indicate that you are learning to be very conservative with your energy. You're not going to overgive. Nine of Pentacles tends to mean that you're keeping some energy for you, giving some energy out to other people, but at the same time, you're not depleting your resources. You're not letting anyone drain your energy. Also, the Nine of Pentacles indicates some of you have been really reaching for a life of luxury, trying to gain financially, focusing on your projects. And the Nine of Pentacles does indicate enjoy your singledom. Enjoy who you are. Enjoy getting to know yourself and what you like on a deeper level. You know, there's just an energy that's coming through that's reminding me of a friend. I'm going to give it to you briefly. There was a friend of mine. She became single after a long period of being in a high-level commitment, and she was completely lost. She was like, what am I going to do with my evenings? And I was like, what? You got lots of stuff you could be doing. And she was like, but I had a habit. I had a routine. And I totally get it. I totally get it. When you've been with someone for a long time, you know, there's certain things that you did and you just expected it to be there. You know, you get into a habit of life. We all do. That's human nature. But it was important for her to recognize that there's a whole wide world out there of things that she could be enjoying. And for a long time, anyway, she couldn't get to grips with the fact that she was single. And then she started to open herself up, go to groups. And if suddenly she's off traveling by herself, having great times, then she's traveling in group settings. She found someone that she absolutely adores. And of course, they're still together. But it's that initial phase, especially if you've come out of something that was long term, that it takes time to adjust. Allow yourself that time. But the Nine of Pentacles literally says, enjoy who you are and your independence and living life as much as possible, because we're living in a crazy old world right now. Try and enjoy yourself as much as possible, because it won't be long before you're enjoying life on a different frequency with somebody new. So the more you enjoy life as a single entity, the more you know what you like and what you don't like about life, about people, about everything, you know. This same friend, she's very precise about what she wants or what she wears. She's, you know, she's very precise about everything in her life. And of course, there's a little bit of element of OCD there as well. But my point being, she didn't used to be like that. Now she's kind of like, you know what? I really know what I want, and I really know what I don't want. So that period of self-discovery actually helped her develop a deeper connection with herself, her belief system, and with her faith. Now, it depends on what faith you celebrate, whatever source you celebrate. I feel like this period for you, my beautiful Pisces, is about getting closer to that as you move forward. Now, we do have a Page of Cups in the hope and fear position. Now, Page of Cups, of course, is a Pisces energy. So some of you may be wondering, are you like fantasizing about a love that will never come? Is this a dream of love that will never be? Well, the answer is no. In the near position, you've got the Lover's card, a very mature, loving, devoted relationship that is headed in your direction. Some of you may be worried that you're going to meet someone who is immature, who doesn't know what they want. And also, I feel you need someone who's just as romantic and magical as you, because you tend to think differently from other people. You always want to find the beauty in life or the special something something. If you find out that someone likes something that's, you know, really unique and special, you go out of your way to make that magic happen. And you need someone who does that for you. Okay, and this new person is going to do that. So I feel it may have taken some time, but the wait will have been worth it. Okay, you are hoping for someone who is romantic, of course. Also, someone who's curious about getting to know you on a different level, who doesn't just stop at the surface. You want someone to go deeper, and that's someone you're calling in right now as well. Also, I would say with the Page of Cups, you're bringing someone in who is very charitable, someone who does some work within the community, who cares about the world and life, and is really engaged in making their world and everybody else's a better place. So you're actually attracting a really good egg, is what I see here. Okay, now the outcome is the Death card, transformation. So as old doors are closing, new ones are opening for you. The Death card signals change in your relationship. Okay, and the Death card indicates it's time to move on from anything that's been in the past that has been hurting you or been causing a blockage. It's now time to make space for something very rewarding, very loving. And if your relationship status has been very stagnant, there's been nobody in your energetic sphere that you're even remotely interested in, the Death card signals change, okay? I do feel like this is a life-changing relationship, a high level commitment, and I feel this person walks with you through life until the end. That's what I see here with this new person coming on in. Okay, so I'm just going to get some final cards before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Now, as I'm shuffling, they're actually showing me, and I can't quite get to grips with it. They're showing me, it's like I'm looking through a lens. Now, it could be a camera lens. Because it's so blurred, I can't see what I'm looking at. So I'm just trying to, I'm definitely looking with one eye down a lens. So it could be that you or they are into photography, or it could be a scientist with a microscope. So you or your person may work in a lab. This new person could be a lab worker or do something to do with that. I mean, it could also mean that you've been searching for such a long time, but you haven't been able to see anyone, or, you know, dating scene has become very blurred, been a bit of a gray area for you where you've dipped in, dipped out occasionally and thought, nah, what's the point? I feel things are actually going to come into focus for you. You're actually going to find a person, okay? I'm not sure what that looking through the lens means. Okay. They're following it up by a song. So let me just connect to that. Oh, this is a very famous song. I know this one. This is definitely Dusty Springfield, The Look of Love. I'll give you the lyrics that they're giving me right now. One moment, please. Oh, I love this song. The look of love is in your eyes. A look your smile can't disguise. Okay, so I almost sang that. Nobody needs to hear me singing. But yeah, so this song may be relevant because it may play just before you're about to meet this new person. Could even play when you meet this person. So listen out for this song. I feel it's relevant. But I do feel it actually describes this person. Their eyes literally light up the room when you're in it. This person cannot disguise their feelings when they meet you. They are literally overwhelmed and bowled over by you, and their eyes and their smile lights up when you're in their presence. So you'll definitely know who this person is, okay, when you meet them. Now, look at that. That's definitely come up in your reading. You're discovering the myriad facets of who you are. Okay, so all elements of who you are. You've been in a very deep period of self-discovery right now. So there has been a process. There has been a reason. I mean, sometimes we don't like the reason, but it is the reason. We also have this card here, the Quincunx, okay, and it's challenging, requires adjustments. It's been complex. There's been contradictions, frustrations, learn to compromise, and there's been clashes. I mean, I do feel there's been a lot of sadness and lamenting going on here, and you've been met with a lot of obstacles, but that is all about to change. We have the 5th house here, and that is all about romance. It says love affairs, romance, plays, parties, creativity, children, having fun, entertainment, fertility, dating, and joy. Okay, so I do feel like you will get out there and meet someone new. You know what? And this is definitely not going to resonate with everyone, but I am full on smelling and now seeing in the water a plate of spaghetti. It's actually making me quite hungry. A plate of spaghetti. So some of you may be listening to this reading having spaghetti. I can't tell whether it's meat or veg. I'm a veggie, so I can't tell what kind of spaghetti. I know it's red. Okay, it's like a red spaghetti, so it could be tomato, there could be some pesto in there, I don't know. I'm not going to go into detail, but if you're eating pasta right now, spaghetti, then I definitely am picking up on your energy. And I mean, it's such a random thing to get right now, so if you're not making it right now or eating it right now, it can also mean when you go on a date with this person, they order that on the menu. Okay, spaghetti. So just pay close attention. Again, these images, they may mean nothing, but suddenly everything slots into place. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. Okay, we got the butterfly. So butterflies, they have a very intense journey. You know, a little caterpillar goes into the chrysalis, and they don't just fall asleep, have a snooze, and then wake up with some wings. They actually dissolve their whole being in order to be reformed as a butterfly. And you may have felt very lost. You may have lost your sense of self along the way. You may have been in a very deep period of self-discovery, and you may even be trying to put yourself back together in order to transform, but you will, and you're becoming, and you're going to spread your wings, and you're actually going to meet your divine counterpart, and it's not too far away, okay? Also, I would say images of butterflies or butterflies themselves may dawn your path, and you may see a lot of them, which indicates there is transformation in your love life, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Pisceans. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you very much, my beautiful Pisces. Love and light.